It might look as if I'm home alone, but I'm rarely home alone really. When I spend the day at my desk, there is usually somebody around, even though Jasmine is out at school and Hannah is out at school. There is usually somebody with me. First we have a nanny who takes care of Hannah when she's at home, and when she's not home she takes care of cleaning and ironing, as you just seen. And then there is the engineer, as the landlord, the owner of this house calls him. A guy who comes and fixes everything whenever something is broken. But now I have some errands to run, and I was thinking of going with this little motorbike, but I decided to take my bicycle, which I haven't used for quite a while. I started this year in a very fit manner. Like half of this planet's population, I signed up for a gym membership on January 1st. And I did spend 2 months going to the gym almost every day. It felt great. I felt great. But then, around about 2 months in, I got dengue fever. Dengue fever is a disease spread by mosquitoes in these parts of the world. And yeah, I stopped going for a couple of days because I had to go to the hospital. And once I got out of the routine, I never really came back to it. Then I had to go to India, and in India I always eat like crazy. Then I was home alone. Jasmine stayed in India and I was here on my own, so this meant just eating pizza and junk for 2 months because I didn't feel like cooking for myself. And yeah, I don't feel as good as I did at the beginning of the year. I would like to slowly go back to this fit lifestyle, and maybe I'll begin today. I'll take the bicycle instead of the motorbike and go meet the graphic designer to finalize the flyers for Gecko School. What do you think, Ping Pong? Should I? Cycling is generally fun, but in Phuket's heat, it's half as fun as in other places. I just arrived at the graphic designers, and that's what I find on the door. I hope she's just on a lunch break, because it is 12:55 and most Thai people take a lunch break around 12. I should have planned for that. And this is how a fitness ride turns into a lunch ride. I have around half an hour because I just called the graphic designer and she'll be back in 30 minutes. So what should I do with half an hour? Well, of course I'll go and grab lunch. And there it is. Super spicy soup and super sweet tea. It probably doesn't constitute a healthy meal, but it sure does constitute a delicious meal. I actually never had a soup like this in Thailand before. At first sight it looks like a normal Thai noodle soup, except that there are no noodles here. This is just veggies and meat. So I guess on the scale of things, it's relatively healthy. Hello. I need to pay 2,250 baht, and for that I need to go to an ATM, and in Thailand you're never far away from an ATM because you're never far away from a 7-Eleven, and each 7-Eleven has an ATM. They just opened this gas station right next to my house, and in the corner of a gas station there's a coffee shop, so I'm gonna get myself a nice cup of iced coffee. This should help me cope with the heat.
Well, that's what I call a lunch break well executed. Food, flyers, coffee break, and a bike ride in one. And now back to work.
We are looking and looking and looking for a restaurant to eat the dinner at, and then we remembered that we live in Thailand, and in Thailand there's great food on the street after all, which we tend to forget about sometimes. So now we decided to go and just have street noodles in that place. Well, the dog is blocking the way to 7-Eleven. But they know not to get in, huh?